Hey, it's Bob Nagin, and this is another episode of Real Retail TV, where we are going to explore the upward spiral of prosperity. So I'm coming to you today from Central Park here in downtown Grand Haven, Michigan. I just love the light green of spring. The colors have that beautiful, crisp, light, new color, and I just love it. So I thought I'd come out here and share those colors with you and share really one of my favorite concepts, this idea of an upward spiral of prosperity. So think about this. If you want to be very, very successful, and since you're watching this, I assume you want to become successful, it's not easy, but it's really quite simple, right? So be passionate about something and then get really good at it. So I'll just share my story. So I was really, really passionate about kites, but I wasn't really good at selling kites. So my passion for my kites led me to open the Mackinac Kite Company, but then I had to get really good at being a retailer. So in order for me to become prosperous, I needed to learn new skills, right? So in order to get really good at it, I had to become a student of retail. What I learned pretty quickly was my passion for my product was not enough to make me profitable. And every retailer I know sort of has that journey, right? In fact, I coined it the retailer's journey. And you start out as a shopkeeper where your passion for your product is what drives your business. But then on your journey from shopkeeper to retail pro, you realize that you have to be good at becoming a retailer. So let's go back to the upward spiral of prosperity. Now, prosperity is defined, let me look at my piece of paper here, a successful, flourishing, or thriving condition. And that's what we want, right? We want a successful, flourishing, or thriving condition. So in my case, my passion for kites, your passion for your product is the seed. And then when you start to learn how to become a more successful retailer, those things that you learn are the water, is the soil, is the sunshine that make that seed grow. And so rather than it just being a seed at the bottom of the spiral, now your skills come into play. Now it starts to grow. And as that spiral gets bigger, as that spiral goes upward, as you add knowledge and as you add experience to your passion, all of a sudden now you have two more really important things. And you know what they are? Cash and confidence, right? Those are sort of the main currencies for any successful entrepreneur. You need to have cash and you need to be confident. You see, but when you have successes, it leads to that upward spiral, right? All of a sudden now you have cash and confidence and you start to invest. You start to invest in information. You start to invest in skills. You start to invest in inventory. You start to invest in people. You start to invest in yourself and your business. And as you invest, that spiral gets bigger. The top of the spiral gets wider. Your upward spiral of success has begun. And it really is an ever-increasing upward spiral. Am I right? Think about your journey as a retailer. When you started, you didn't know what you were doing at all. But as you got better, as you added knowledge, information, wisdom, experience to your passion, all of a sudden that spiral, it got bigger and bigger. And if you look at a picture of a tornado, it's very small at the bottom, but it's huge at the top. And I think it's a perfect metaphor, not the tornado, but the visual of the tornado, but really that upward spiral of success, that what you're doing and what you're trying to do is you're trying to take that passion, that seed that's at the bottom, and you're always adding to it. You're learning, you're growing, you're making more money. You're taking that money and you're investing in yourself, you're investing in your business. And then that leads to more money and more investments and more things that will fuel that upward spiral of prosperity. And that idea of the upward spiral of prosperity can be used in so many different ways. It can be used about when you think about your business in general, right? I've got a passion, get really good at it. When you get really good at it, you're going to make money. When you make money, you can reinvest in the things that will make you more money, that will make you even better at it, that will make you more confident in it. But it also, it applies to, say, leadership. In the beginning, you don't know much. It's a seed. But then when you make a commitment to getting better at it, you get confidence. Your successes lead to an ever-expanding upward spiral of prosperity. Think about marketing. Think about parenting. Think about love in relationships. All of these things, all of these areas where you're trying to grow can be the upward spiral of prosperity. This model can be used, right? You start small, but then you add to it. You get better at it. You invest in it, whether it's time, whether it's money, whatever it is that you invest in it that gives you the confidence to continue that upward spiral of prosperity. So speaking of upward spirals of prosperity, the Retail Success Summit, the virtual Retail Success Summit starts on, a week from today, a week from tomorrow, if you're watching this on a Sunday. So if you want to fuel your upward spiral of prosperity, I would encourage you to register right now, because what goes into an upward spiral of prosperity is information. Again, you start with a seed, you start with a passion, then you make a commitment to getting really good at it. And I guarantee that if you show up at the Virtual Retail Success Summit, you will have lots and lots of tools that will give you the confidence to make the cash that will fuel your upward spiral of prosperity. So I hope that you found that helpful. I am always interested in what you have to say. Put your comments down below. I'm Bob Nagin, and I really hope to see you at the Virtual Retail Success Summit.